Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. 4, 3, 2, 1.
You best boy. Why are you so cute today? Who's the cuteness queen? You're all over. Oh, you are. Spaghettios. That's right. We don't have any treats. He's gonna stalk us the entire show. Folks, we went to go get him and then we didn't have time, and now the show's happening and you don't have any treats. What are we gonna do? Are you gonna make sure you check every inch of the entire planet until you find? Now you're wrapped around cords and stuff. Maybe we should call the police. You know what time it is with all that noise. All the noise comes from Burlington, Vermont, where it is 47 degrees right now. The cops are coming. Wu-Tang Clan is on the noise, and then now we're done. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. Axe Monkey, Cornhusker Picker, Dedicated Depot, Callie Dabs, Bearded Picker, WTF, and Lag with Pancakes. Where's Lag been? Where has Lag been?
Eating
That's
pancakes.
The question we all
Aloha,
ask.
everyone. Thanks for being here.
There's only a couple of questions in this world. Where is Lag? And yeah, right. Your question too, Bay. Where are my treats? Is that what you're asking? Uh-oh. This could be a short show. We might have to. We don't have like a Pink Dot or one of those other services here, so I can't order during the show. That would have been so cool. Who wants to drive over from New York? Curious Collection, aloha! Lag overslept for like the weekend. You're allowed to go places. I was going to take a nap, but I guess I'll keep working. Cha-ching. That's right. If you watch our show for the entire 2 hours and you leave comments, and you'll get maximum sales that you are allowed to have by law. And if you don't, then go tell John, and he'll take care of you with the refund. Thank you. Lag's left for like 4 days.
Carla!
Nobody poked
Aloha!
him.
Yes, he's looking for his treats. We ran out, and then we didn't have time to make it to the store.
It came down to, actually, no, the problem was that somehow somebody stole our gas out of our car. I don't know what happened. It was like I got in there, and the E light was on E, and the yellow, and there was colors, and there was... And I'm like, what? How did that happen?
He's like, how is this possible? And he turned the car off and then back on like three times.
It must be broken. Something must be wrong.
Buckeye State fans,
and it kept
aloha.
Buckeye State, big drag. Aloha. Mike Sal's there too.
Yeah.
Because it's Wednesday. Biff is here as well. Biff, I just saw your message, and I'm gonna try to channel the message. And I looked it up. L'omelette. See, it took me 5 days literally to get a message from Facebook, like Facebook Messenger, which I use occasionally, especially for Motorcycle Dork is here as well.
Nice.
Joss is here. Oh, now I gotta get everything on here.
Aloha.
And how was your vacation? Hope you had a good, or your holiday. Your holiday Monday was your holiday, right? Well, we were all deciding on which holiday we should have. Canadians have Thanksgiving, and is it because it's colder up there, and so that the harvest is earlier? Is that why Thanksgiving, or is it a slightly different meaning?
James!
I never really understood that.
It is I, James.
What's going
Aloha!
on, fellas? Who's in this side?
Yes. No.
Look at you, your little tidal wave.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's fair. I don't think I can show that James scared my pants off. So I figured my hat would be more appropriate for this family show. Welcome everybody to Wednesday. And we don't have, I'll just tell you what I wanted to say as far as any actual relative information about anything other than just chit chat away. Here is this, which I thought was. So I think last week we talked about, for a moment, just something that I can't get through my thick skull. It's about shipping cost adjustments. And let me show you, and we will all ponder the mystery of this. Okay, check this out. So this is a single package right here. It was two. It's funny because it was two items, or it was just one piece. Was it a set or was it one? It was just one piece. Never mind. Erased. So this was just a single item, a single piece. Although we do sell pairs of these, this was a single. And so I packed it up. I shipped it. I can tell you why this happened specifically, and it's because I definitely can measure things, but I did not have 3 AAA batteries for the stupid scale that we all have. And it was starting to, every time I touched it, it would go off. So I threw the batteries away without replacing them. A week later, I'm guessing weights a little bit. So whatever. But this was an international package. So normally this would never even be $10.20. It doesn't even cost $10.20. It costs about $8.50 to ship it to Illinois. So I got this. And not only did I get uno, but I got dos chargebacks on this. Is that weird?
So what's interesting is the $10.20 one says the reason is service on label didn't match the service used, which we don't understand that. We use our own generic boxes and
then it says
ground advantage. And then the second charge for $1.50 says inaccurate dimensions. Okay.
That makes sense.
Right, but what is this service on label didn't match service used?
And I'm guessing that it somehow, my guess being the master of absolutely zippity doo dah day, the only cubits I understand were from, build the ark by 4 cubits, by 6 cubits, by 7 cubits. Right. What's a cubit? That's all I know about cubics. But the point is, and cubic zirconia, right? It's a fake diamond. But this is, why am I getting two cost adjustments? Are they saying that I only ship at ground advantage, so how can it be saying the thing? How can it be saying that? Anyway, how can the service? I didn't switch the service, but I could understand if it qualified as cubic, but then it didn't because I didn't measure it right. And then it got me to thinking, well, that's why eBay doesn't offer cubic rates, because they actually do get cubic rates, but they skim a little bit off of our shipping. Maybe and that's fine. It's a business. I understand. But they're talking about something else. Come on, answer my questions, you superior people. I was watching Beard Show today, and there's 8 people on the screen, and I was so busy, and I couldn't jump on, but I wanted to jump on, and I was like, do I leave a comment? What do I do? And then I was like, man, forget it. And there was 8 people on there, and I wanted to be the center square so bad. I wanted to just jump on and be center square, and then like Paul Lynde or something.
So Curious Collections, Will and Cinnamon, they are saying that USPN can upgrade you to priority if you use the wrong weight and dimensions. So you're saying they punish you by going, well, we're just now, since you're not using correct weight and dimensions, we're going to just upgrade you to priority. Yikes.
Yeah, I don't understand that. So I guess.
Signal Fixer, Aloha.
And then do they also Aloha? Do they also? No. Then why do I get 2? Why am I getting 2 charges? One for dimensions being off, which both of these I accept responsibility for both of these, considering I didn't weigh it properly. Probably one of those is for weighing. Dimensions, I have laser vision. I thought I laser measured that perfectly without a tape measure. But anyway, why am I getting 2?
I can understand inaccurate dimensions. It specifically says that. I just don't get the service on label didn't match.
Quickie pick a
and we never ever use media, and it wasn't media. I mean, you can see it like we use US.
Maybe I selected by mistake. It would fair. But this is not the first time it's happened recently.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Sorry. Please say it again.
We had...
Is this the first time it's happened?
No.
No, it's not. It's not the first time it's happened recently.
a couple of others come through last week.
Same thing with the. I don't think it was 2 different charges, but anyway, can somebody can somebody please tell me why 2 charges? Do we have any answer for that one? And so
Or
while
keep a
we're
good
on
chat.
it,
Aloha.
while we're on this exact conversation, let me finish by going back to here. Now I'm here, back here. See the pink pointer?
Yeah.
Now watch this as I scroll up. First time in the history of the world, I got an overpaid adjustment. So
And
now
that
you know it's
also-
broken. Now you know it's
That
bonkers.
also says service unlabeled didn't match service used.
And
So I think
do you
it's
remember
the
last
weight.
week when I had I
think
was
it's
showing the
weight.
package that was triangular, and I made a perfect triangular package for the steering wheel? I don't know. I can't tell you why they're doing this. To me, it seems like there's something broken, and I gotta call eBay or do something about it because although maybe AI caught something or flagged it or whatever, I can't imagine all these things are right. Why are you giving me money back? You've never done that before. How
I
dare
feel
you?
like it cost
How
us less.
dare you?
Less to ship the steering
How
wheel
dare you.
than to ship this single plastic lightweight.
To Illinois for international shipment. Really, because the international shipment one, I'm trying to think of how big. It's a very light package. So yes, you can imagine that it was okay, here. It was this big. It was this big. 20 inches by 6
okay.
inches by, I would say it was
Okay.
12 inches. So it was quite a big package, very light. Understand dimensional weight. That I understand. Now you educate me. Tell me. Go.
Okay. So already Will and Cinnamon were saying the thing about they can upgrade you to priority if you use the wrong weight dimensions. And Texas Bandit is saying that too. He said if they have to do anything out of the ordinary, you get charged the priority rate.
Really?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So you need to start paying closer
And
attention.
Beard says 2 charges because of government.
And then my
And that's
question.
probably true. Why do I get
My-
a government cheese charge?
My question is, and we got to go back to Signal Fixer because they're saying thank you about something. My question is, when we get the additional charge, is it at the eBay discounted rate or is it retail? Because
Well, now they're
I've
saying they're just
seen-
jacking you up to priority rate, which is the same across the board. There's not too much discounting.
So that
I guess there is
10.20
some,
that
but-
we were charged in addition, is that the eBay discounted rate or is that just
Did
the
it get there in 3 days? If they
USPS?
upgraded me to priority service, do they give me priority service?
No.
So this is all just this is the word that I can't use because it's bad, but when you have a theory and it's about everybody
So-
doing weird stuff. Freya's here!
Yay! Aloha! So that sounds what it is then.
only hexagonal packages, which I totally approve of that. That is proper eBay customer service. And it all should be like some sort of steel Teflon tape that like breaks knife blades. So you can never actually get into the package. It's a permanent pack. Thank you.
So, although we saw these service no label didn't match, or the service on the label didn't match service used, we saw that 2 or 3 times last week. We did not see any additional fees on top of it, like this particular one has the additional
By the
inaccurate
way,
dimensions.
I did get batteries. Thank you.
But anyhow, so I think it is pretty clear what Curious Collection and the Texas Bandit are saying. If they had to do
They're
anything
punishing us.
outside of the ordinary, they're like, screw them.
Punish.
Now they're gonna have to pay for priority and not get priority. It's an inconvenience
I gotta
for
research
them.
this. I'm going on a full I'm closing our eBay stores. I'm going on a full investigatory documentary drama.
It's gonna be 48 hours.
Yeah, it's 48 hours mystery.
A Signal Fixer said, I just opened a new eBay store and you guys gave me the idea. Thanks. No sales yet, but I can't see the cursors in the way.
Oh, dear.
Just adding things to it. Nice.
Awesome. Good job. I hope for our sakes it does it's a positive experience. It certainly has been for us. Separating things by
2 stores
sell-through
now,
rate,
2 stores.
STR, sell-through rate, and higher prices, and also definitely seems to be the progressing this way seems to be good. We haven't had time to totally even fill, I guess you might call it, if I were Josh, I would say that I have not had time to launch our 4th store yet, although it's there, sitting there waiting to have clothing items loaded into it. And the piles of clothes are piling up and getting ready. But there's only one wife, and I can only work her so hard or she yells at me. So, and the working of the hardness is like, oh man, how old are we? Aren't we like in our 50s or
Ryan,
something?
did we say aloha to you?
No.
Aloha.
Hi, Ryan. Nice to see you.
He gets adjustments all the time, but it's because he overpaid.
You get overpaid adjustments all the time? That's the first one I've ever gotten in our lives. So it means eBay's broken. That's what it means.
I know. Texas Bandit, I should be in charge of.
She
he
can't
can
do
the packaging.
I have to package the packages. And in general,
what he likes.
What?
Well, I was going to say is he gets all the labels ready before the packages are packed.
I print out your labels.
He prints them all
I use
in the morning.
this pencil or a different pencil. Sometimes not this pencil. Sometimes I open this drawer. I pull out a completely different pencil. But they're all 1980s leadwork pencils because I got this stuff dialed in. I got this all dialed in. Now right here, I'm going to touch it with this pencil. Right. Touch. Can you hear that? That is the Zebra printer. So I don't have to move at all. Barely. I do have to move. I actually have to stand up to actually rip the labels out. So I like to pile them up and get a nice lay of labels going around. And then I do a double check. Then I backtrack because one of my pain points in my business is my big head brain problems. And I'll ship the wrong thing to the wrong person. Which only happened twice. And I think our entire eBay history has only happened twice. But I cannot let it happen the third time. So I go back and I write on the back of the label, double check. Because sometimes I think the name, it goes, which one does it go with? Uh-oh, getting confused. So I write it down on the back of the label and then I double check it. Thank you. Best Practices by Primo.
Can you?
The beard's silly. Let's see.
Like any order of 4K, I put an Apple AirTag in the package. And Will, Curious Collections is saying
Launch date is Friday. Thank you. We just need that extra push just to get it done.
You have
Thank you.
60 days to contest the fees if you think they're messed up, but it doesn't sound like it, however. So thank you for your input. We appreciate that.
I have not given the gentle people over at eBay a jingle lately. Last time I did was when I was trying to get that neutral feedback removed, and the guy did it himself. And that's the first one we've ever had. And they said no, they weren't going to remove it. So I was like annoyed. Never had to call back. They hung up on me twice that last call. I think I was in the annoying loop though. No, like I was annoying. So they put me in the hang up loop. And then if you call back again, they double hang up on you. And then they give you a shock on your shock collar. You guys have one of those?
Texas Bandit says...
Patricia's here. She's retracted, but she's here.
Patricia, aloha. Texas Bandit was saying, drive to a different post office. You have a stain at yours. I stand in line and I, watch him weigh them. I wait for them to weigh them. Of course, I don't see the weights that...
She looks and she's like, yeah, I'll get an eye every once in a while. Is that one right? It's like the... We have measured our little tiny scale. That little, everybody's got it. The little silver scale with the black thing. And then we've got bigger scales, but we never use those because nothing's bigger than that usually. They kind of usually match up, but not always. What happened?
What?
I just took a nap and I just woke up. Like,
Patricia was saying, she writes the item name and the label reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like
what's nice is pencil is so good.
Kisses every package as it goes out the door, sent with.
You should get like one of those. You should get a Hershey's. No, this is a great idea. Get a Hershey's Kiss, and then get one of those old-fashioned Frenchy stamps that you seal in the wax, and you seal all your envelopes sealed, so no one ever looked at it. Do that with a Hershey's Kiss on each box, and send it off with a kiss, and then it will smear chocolate all over everything. That way you can track it and you don't need an air tag. Thank you.
Hacks. eBay hack.
eBay hack.
Lag is listening.
I'm listening.
Did you see earlier when you were talking about our shipping issues, WTF was like, you've lost me.
No surprise.
Well, right. That's
I lost myself a while ago.
Our shipping, our postal service
Pro
system
tips.
here.
It's like pro tip, if you can find them, and I think you can only get them from like I'm trying to think of somewhere far, far away. You can get them still at a 7-Eleven in New Guinea. The only place you can still get wooden Q-tips, thick Q-tips with wood on them. They're the best ones because you can really get in there. You can get all the corners.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
The Q-tips used to have wood. They used to be wood.
How did that come up?
It's my brain. You ask it. Ask my brain.
I thought you were talking about Hershey Kisses.
Oh, that was long ago, sweetie.
I know
That
when I
was
tried
like,
to get my neutral feedback removed, and
chapters
they
ago.
did it. The comment was good. I argued they clicked the wrong button. Oh, well, that's cool.
Huh. Well, okay. So,
Good
hold
on
a
you.
second. No, hold on. This is breaking news. You can still get the wood Q-tips. You know, the ones that, if you've ever seen some documentary. Thank you. Hold on a second. I'm not ready for that yet. The news. Hold on, news. Breaking news. I got to talk for a second about how Elvis used to take long, like 6-inch wooden Q-tips and soak them in liquid pharmaceutical cocaine, and then like fish it up his nose like a the test that you used to have to take all the time, and stuff it up his nose and just lay it on his brainstem. And I used to think, that guy's really onto something. He's really, if he sets his mind to it, he's gonna do stuff just really just great. He's I don't know what I'm talking about.
You're saying that's...
I'm just saying another use for wooden Q-tips is to put liquid cocaine on your brainstem. Okay, back to the regularly scheduled.
Oh.
Elvis Presley used to do that. Okay, that's enough. Biff Boffo has reported.
Oh.
Yes. We're like a news show here. Has reported that if you just tell them that the customer accidentally clicked, you have to have a good comment though. So if somebody puts in a negative and it says, "This was the best sale of my life," you can call eBay and they will remove it. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you call or did you message? Was this a phone call?
To whom?
Biff Buffo. Patricia was saying eBay customer service cautioned her not to put a GPS Android AirTag type tracker in a shipment that was sent to a freight forwarder. They were like, because we're going to end up probably repackaging that. And
Well, that could very well be that for that. But I think that it's, you could put an AirTag in there if you wanted to. So if you let the cynic win, I've found, and I've had to do this because if my natural state is to be concerned. So when selling on eBay, I've had to turn off the concern chip. And when somebody pays me, I give them feedback and then I ship it as soon as possible. And I kind of, I just kind of still don't, nothing goes wrong. And so far, I looked at our numbers not too long ago. We're at 0.53 for the year across all our stores for returns. So not even 1% return. And those did not make me sad, those returns, because I can't remember what they are. The problem is when you're shipping out something like huge clocks, Patricia, and I totally get that. Because you can't afford to lose one.
And Big Dre was saying one of the is happy because
Ayo's here. Did you see that?
Ayo.
Where's the noise?
Ayo. Aloha, Ayo. Big Dre was saying one of the thrift shop franchises that he sources out was purchased by another company, and now the red tag items once again go on sale with the rest of the items. This is a major win for resellers. I'm not sure exactly the red tag items. Those are what is all that boop boop?
I don't know. I think it's a tiny man trying to gain access to the bottom of my foot.
Oh
It is.
no!
He's ringing the doorbell on my foot.
I'm guessing the red tag items must be the like hand selected items or something.
What are you
Is that
talking
they
about?
are?
You tell me.
You read Big Dre's comment.
Okay, let's back it up.
Listen.
Let's back it up. Back it up, flip it, rub it down. Okay, let's see. Big Dre. One of the thrift shop franchises I sourced that was purchased by another company. Now red tag items once again go on sale with the rest of the items. This is a major win for us. Nice. I have gotten my 55 senior discount one time and one time only so far. So that's the report on that. But I'm glad that you are getting some sort of recognition. And eventually, my feeling about so thrift stores existed in a bubble for so long. And since I don't even know, like high school, like what, the 80s, 70s, did we thrift store a lot? Yeah, there was thrift stores in the 70s, I can remember. But 80s was sort of like, oh my gosh, there's just so much voluminous of stuff and stuff we wanted. 60s suits, things from the 60s. That was like, and 50s for sure. But I think there was like a break. So after World War II and before World War II. So, there's stuff before World War II, there's stuff after World War II. And when we were in the 80s, we wanted everything after World War II. And we wore it, and we used it, and we did whatever. What's my point? I'm totally drifting.
I don't know.
Point is that there was a like the business of thrifting existed for 20, 30 years without
what does this have to do with
being affected by online
labels?
sales, because we didn't have the internet. So thrift stores were like this. Then once the internet came in, it starts evolving, right?
Oh wait, thanks,
it's evolve and evolve and evolve. And then now
so
we're
red tag items never went on sale because they were collectible or vintage.
Oh, and
which
those are the
makes
ones
sense.
in like the case and stuff.
Yeah.
Now that makes
And
sense.
AO is saying I once shipped a dehumidifier to a customer when she ordered crutches, and I replied, "Hey, lady, I don't make them. I just ship them." I'm sure that went over well, if that's a real story, because that's really funny if that truly happened. Patricia had a bad freight forward experience with a Vietnam buyer. Long story short, and then she learned that sellers are only protected when the freight forwarders if the buyer says the item was reshipped.
Now,
but eBay says the buyer could be working at the freight forwarded address, so no proof the address means
well,
the package will
so
be reshipped.
here's what's happened in our world a few times. Shipping to freight forwarders. I have no problem shipping to freight forwarders. I don't even care. I don't ask. I don't care. But you can always sort of tell when it might be, and this is from experience, that if you have an Asian name and it's going to Oregon, if it's going to, some
it's a freight forwarder.
just certain places, Miami, somewhere on the coast of somewhere.
Not every eBayer is savvy enough to even know it's a freight forwarder.
No, but you can go on MapQuest and look at the front door that you're delivering to now.
Sure, us
And
like
that's what we've done.
full-timers,
Yeah.
we may be doing that because we know all the crap that goes on. But people that do it part-time, and, they don't know that. I've seen people on boards say...
Yeah, the boards again.
Yes.
There we go. But,
where some do check. They're like, oh, I was just curious, and I checked, and I don't understand. This looks like a warehouse. And people are like, it's a freight forwarder.
But you don't have to, generally you don't have to worry about it because you can either prove it or if it's delivered. So we've had a circumstance
We know
where
deals, aloha.
it's been delivered to the post office zip code at the town where the freight forwarder is, and the freight forwarder hasn't claimed it from the post office. But it's at the post office zip code of its end destination, and eBay has sided with us.
Well, I thought
or whatever.
as long as it's shipped to the address that they gave you, then eBay
That's
covers
all- that's-
you, right? Biff was saying he can't be
Sorta.
bothered to call anybody, so he just has a removal page bookmarked. Okay. And Josh was saying, would you
I got it
want
on my
some-
Stream Deck. You got one button, you just pop.
Would you want some random eBay seller air tagging you in your house?
Yes, I'd appreciate if you'd send me a camera, like some sort of like a device with a camera so you can
Can I
film us.
reprogram the AirTag? No. Like, if you don't put an AirTag, how will you know where they live if they try to scam you? Pancakes.
Because we need to, because then you'll have to action something. We'll have to drive there, go to Amoeba Records, walk around until we decide to just walk by their house a couple times. Then I'm going to leave a 1980s leadwork pencil right outside your door. And when you walk out there and you see this Giorgio of Beverly Hills pencil, you'll go, Primo is here. And it'll be super weird. But I'll do that for lag.
That's actually really creepy now. Imagine some, this whole creepy movie just played out in my head with some.
Was it as bad as The Substance with Demi Moore? And
Oh,
the other
that
lady?
movie is insane.
Has everybody seen The Substance? I mean, that's like one of those movies you got to go see. In your house.
I just pictured like someone that sells weird stuff on eBay and they're just weird creepos.
Clean out deals! I know you said hi, but I'm going to say hi again.
And then they put spy things
Nick, put that in your
there.
notes. Nick.
Oh, Major Wayne is here.
Major Wayne
Aloha, Wait, who's Nick?
Yeah, and Biff likes to finish my
who's
stories
Nick?
because sometimes I forget. He is
Clean
Clean
Out
Out Deals. Yep.
Okay.
And he was saying what I was trying to say with how thrift stores were one way for a long time, then reselling happened, and it totally started this cycle of changing a million different ways, and it's like redoing it all the time. Like it's nothing like it used to be. And Biff said now thrift stores are filled with Chinese crud from the last 20 years, so you have to sort through that way more. What? Look at Major Wayne! 7 years! A member!
7 months, isn't that
7
awesome?
years, I said. We've been here for a long time.
I think he and
That's actually much smarter. You should make a sticky air tag. You know, like in World War II, they made those sticky bombs out of tar and something. So that's what you do. You make a sticky tag, and you just sort of. Actually, you could just fire it with a slingshot over on your postal carrier's vehicle, and you'd know when they were there.
Oh, did you answer Clean Out Deal's question? No, you skipped right over that.
I
Do you
said
guys
hi.
and gals do free
Sorry.
returns, buyer paid, or
I'm a little out of
no
my mind there.
returns? How do so you are a
full-
top-rated seller?
Top rated. Thank you, sweetie. If you would. Thank you. So top rated seller, yes, and that requires us to have 30-day sales in order to get the benefits of top rated plus, which is the discount on the fees, and also kind of armor against negative feedbacks in returns and stuff. I guess it's not working as well as it used to, but I'm still feeling protected by the top rated seller program.
So there's been maybe a few times where
Everything gets returned,
where
even
we
things that
did
should
not-
never be returned.
There's been a few times where
Oh, after you.
Oh,
No,
well,
after
thank you. Oh, well, thank
Please.
you.
Please.
there's been a few times though where you did not refund them the original shipping.
Oh yeah,
So if their reason for the return was not like, a very valid reason, it was just, it didn't fit.
some people are
even-
honest and say they just don't like something.
Yeah, then he won't return.
If somebody returns something because they're like, I can't get it to work, and which happens a lot with electronic stuff. Our returns, if we get returns, are usually electronic something, and that's only 0.53% of our whole deal. But if that happens, no original shipping is not refunded, because I also paid for the return shipping, because you have to do that with Top Rated Plus, right?
Yeah, I
Free
think
free
so.
return shipping. It's discounted, but
And I don't.
it's probably based off of your original shipment out there. How do they get how do they know how much to pay for the return shipping?
I
Because
did read that, and I remember something about why doesn't eBay automatically issue a label using the same method that you shipped it, which I think they do.
Well, I hope not,
try.
because then they're going to double charge me, double ding me, because they didn't.
Oh yeah,
do the right amount.
I don't know.
How are we gonna get to the bottom of this?
So whenever people ask us questions, we have the most convoluted answers. I don't know.
No, they're exactly accurate. You just have to rewind a few times
And listen to it
to
over
follow
and over.
the threads.
So we do have free returns.
Free returns.
We do.
And yes, free returns.
And I really
On
think-
everything.
And we're fortunate where we don't get a lot of them, so that's a good thing. But I think it really helps with selling the items. So we don't offer free shipping. When we ship the item, we come up with our own flat rate
0.08, that's
prices. So, so free returns. I guess maybe that's sort of our way of doing.
Are you still talking?
Yeah.
I fell asleep again. We've been working so hard, or like out of our minds.
We're
I don't even know
not
what we're doing.
connecting in conversation.
It's not because we're like let's just trying to get everything done, and we have no idea up, down, left, right.
But Patricia was saying that no, eBay said they do not offer benefits.
Is that an Esprit sweater?
No, why are you looking at that?
I want to know. Biff wants to know. I gotta tell him.
Oh, sorry. No, it's just some other like crazy
80s one.
80s.
You've
like,
got a whole bunch of them, so I didn't know if it
fashion
was.
brand.
She's
I
80s.
thought you were just going on some like crazy tangent. Like,
Oh, I am.
What brands are you wearing?
What brands are you wearing? People want to know.
I would love it more if it was this free. I guess it sort of does look like it could be.
Mike Gerardis, did you read that? Because I'm not.
No, I
listening
didn't.
to you.
Mike.
Hello.
Hi.
Ground
Hello.
Advantage is going to get pricier this upcoming year. I already got my 4th checkout, 7 from losing packages this month. Oh, really? Your 4th? You already got like paid back for 4 lost packages?
Whoa.
That's crazy. I had like 1 and lost in. Wow. So I think when that happens, because I watch all the. I guess there's probably there's not that many YouTubers, eBay YouTubers out there, so you could watch them all pretty much. And so I never remember who I'm watching, but people saying that they lose packages, and I try to like geolocate them. So I know that James has lost a couple, but something about St. Louis is my point. There's certain Minnesota. There was somewhere I remember hearing that the packages go there and get lost. We don't lose packages, but we ship only. This year we'll probably end up shipping about 1,500 items. That's like for the whole year, right? Am I
Which is
doing that
nothing
right?
to most of you.
So if we ship,
So
yeah, how do you count again? Hold on.
So Nick, we have Axe Monkey. She says that
You didn't actually calculate.
she has her buyer's paid
My brain's not gonna
return
work
on
now.
the clothing, and then there's no returns on parts or your cursors in the way again
Let's
or
see. If it's, so
or
right, it's
repair.
1,200 at 25 packages a week. So it's more than that. We're shipping more than 25 packages a week, but not that much more. Like probably 30, 35, 36,
We just need a split
37
screen. And then have 2 different.
conversations. Oh, you could get Josh's stereo views, and you could put those on, and each one of us would be in one view. We could make.
Can you get the chat up again?
I just realized that like Google goggles or whatever, those new digital things like VR, that's like newfangled versions of those stereo view cameras. Thank you.
Okay, so for Nick, who asked about who does what, do they offer free returns?
Guess
So-
who's back? Back
Shush
to
your
Nick.
mouth!
We're going to Nick. We're going to Nick. 10,
So,
9,
as I was saying,
8,
Axe Monkey says she
7,
has buyers pay return on
6,
clothing, no returns on parts or
5,
repair, free 30-day
4,
returns on everything
3,
else.
2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Major Win, they provide Major Win, which a majority of their
provide the answer.
sales is clothing. We provide free returns on all as well, pretty much never free shipping. Yep, same with us. We charge to ship the items to the customer,
right.
but return shipping is free. Unfortunately, we do not have a lot of returns.
And if they did anything to say that they're just returning it because they didn't like it, then I don't give them their
And
shipping.
Axe Monkey's good point about not doing free returns on clothing is because a lot of buyers just make you a dressing room or clothing rentals, so that makes sense.
Yeah, we're entering in. We're getting our toes wet in the clothing. Not that we haven't sold clothing before, but probably going to stick with the most part with collectible clothing, if that's a technical term, where we'll sell
Vintage.
Vintage. So, well, I guess you call it vintage, but I'm saying like, Grateful Dead shirts, like very specific collectible.
Yeah, because we have
stuff.
some stuff that's not vintage, but
yes.
and
The socks out, spam. You have socks. You have a lot of socks. You've got
yes,
so
I know.
many socks.
I know, Patricia. We've been cleaning out more stuff.
Well,
and I'm like,
because we're still having it, but we can't find any mice in our house at all. Traps
put
everywhere. No mice. They're all
we're
gone.
not catching them now, so we're like, they didn't just vanish.
They did. Have you seen what's the Gatto Lake with the wolves that run around and it's an Indian burial ground?
Gatto Lake.
That's our house, and the mice come in their little mice, and they're ghosts, mice ghosts.
Biff
Poltergeist,
was
you know what I'm
saying he offers free returns. I get less than one per year. There's
Yes.
a bigger chance that something gets lost. Okay. for
And we've
him.
never lost anything, and never.
Ooh, Cornhusker.
We
nice.
we learned this year also that if something
no.
comes up lost, so we've had somebody say, "Hey, I haven't gotten my little dinky little item, transformer hand or something. Haven't gotten my item in 30 days." I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy." I just refunded them, no problem. And then I went to the post office site, and then you took like 7 hours to try to figure out how to enter in to track it. And then the next day, or like 2 days later, it shows up at the dude's house. So her putting the filing for track on a package is what got the package to the person's house. I guess it would have just sat around.
Well, and what was interesting is I didn't realize it was a two-step process. I just went to file a lost package.
Poltermice. Yes. What's up?
And
We got poltermice.
And it wasn't working, and then something notified me saying I had to actually do a search for the package first before I could.
Flippin' Aunt Jetta is here.
Nice! Before I could claim that it was actually.
Oh, sorry,
lost.
I didn't mean to blow your brains out.
Yeah, whatever.
You? Who? Me? Who? Me? Who? Me? Who? Me?
So
I'm super
Cornhusker-
annoying hyper today. You cannot pin me down. How do you solve a problem like the Primo? How do you catch a cloud
That was
and pin
cutting
them
off his
down?
head.
But you can't even get through in one stroke because I'm so thick in the head.
So Cornhusker is leaving for a cruise this weekend, which is awesome. Yay, I'm happy for you. But it sounds like he's a little concerned. He said the last time it took 10 days to get back to normal sales. Anyone have the magic stuff to get them back sooner? I still allow
Right now?
sales.
Who's saying that? What's going on?
So he still allows sales while he's away.
Yes.
What? Wait, what? Wasn't
Leave
it
your phone at
John?
home. Leave your phone at home.
Yeah, wasn't it John or someone that was like, who? It may not have been John. I always think it's John and Jenna that talk about this stuff because I think we probably watch them the most. But didn't someone say how they felt like even though their store wasn't closed while they went away for a weekend or something, that they felt like eBay somehow
Tracking your
tracked them
phone.
through their app and they didn't have any sales? I think that was John and Jenna, but I might be wrong.
I've actually heard it from a couple different people who just, it's another one of those things where if you give them permission on your phone, which you probably did when you downloaded the eBay
right,
app,
and I said
they could potentially do that.
shut off the
Location
the
services.
location, on your app.
Can you be bothered to do that? Maybe, because they probably really are doing that. But
So yeah,
let's
that's
not
interesting.
just insinuate. Allegedly, they're tracking you. eBay. Thank you. Now, to get your sales back, I can tell you how to do that, though. Take your stuff.
Mike is saying that's his experience. It slows down.
Just chop 25% off of everything off the top. Put everything on sale for roughly 25% off, and then send out 10% offers on top of that. I promise you sales will increase unless your prices were so out of whack that they're still not in the realm. But it's all price. It's all prices. That's been our motto around here. It's just price. Polter mice. Price. Polter mice. Price.
Did you see what Beard said? Primo, if you were being attacked by a large marshmallow tonight in your sleep, do not run to the light. Fight, because I guess it's me smothering you with a pillow.
I will not go calmly into the darkness. With my wife smothering me.
Mike was saying
the thing is, you know what? I have the secret against smothering. I also have the CPAP. So I'm like underwater snorkeling. She could like smother me all day long.
So what you're saying is I just need to shut off. I kink the hose.
Don't you dare.
Mike was saying I didn't hit the like button yet, and I got a $150 sale.
That was. You just have to think about the like button. Although we don't get enough likes, I noticed that. We do not compare in likes. Our likes are all over the map. We're just not good at
pushing anything.
Please like us.
Much better return.
We're following you with air tags.
Oh, so
we'll turn off the air tags
if you like it. Much better return than Beard's Live, where I hit the like button early and I got 3 sales for $38.
I hit the like button and I got a rock.
Quantity though, it was a large quantity. 3's nice. Aloha, Jenna. I know you said aloha to her. I hope everyone is doing fabulous. I'm shipping. Yesterday was
see, Biff has it too. They're following him. Biff, you got to get 2 phones. Leave one at home. So I'm just saying. Leave one at home and get if you don't have a cat, get a cat, and then it's like Velcro. No, don't Velcro. Hook and loop the phone to the cat so you get some local movement so they know that your phone is actually. They think the phone's on you. I mean, I'm just coming up with solutions. I'm just trying to hack the matrix. That's all.
Hey, Den Decor drinks pumpkin.
You're having the pumpkin tonight?
Yeah, he said I love the pumpkin. The Snoopy phone. I'll be watching the Great Pumpkin with a Warlock pumpkin beer tonight.
That sounds like a different. Warlock is a different brand, I think. Ours is
something pumpkin.
No, the beer is called Pumpkin, but the brewery is called.
Oh, okay.
I forget what. Anyway, it's like 8.9, and it's the king of pumps for sure. I enjoy that one. I enjoy a snifter of pumpkin beer from time to time.
Axe Monkey is saying that she had 3 days of awesome sales, and now day 4.
Clean Out Deal still wants to talk to us.
Yeah.
Even after the last question answering. So, Nick, sometimes I miss the live shows and only catch the reruns. I was just wondering if you guys ever thought of using programs like StreamYard that allow free hours a month. Well, I trained myself, so I'm a gearhead. I like stuff. So I started with.
I totally agree with his follow-up statement.
That way you could show the questions on the screen. Yes,
I totally agree.
So
with
here,
you.
Wait, hold on. You keep talk for a second. I'm going to show you. So I use.
Oh, he said he loves the shows and he's been binge watching them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's so awesome.
We absolutely agree with you.
We are awesome. Yes.
And that's why.
Is that what you're agreeing with?
Yeah. Well, that's why I always say we gotta.
That we watch our own shows.
No. I agree with your statement, and that's why I try to say to him, if you're reading something that you're commenting on, you gotta make sure you read it out loud for the people that are watching after the show. Now, let's see. And Nick, you can
test scene.
You can view the live chat.
That's our pre-show.
You know that, right? There's 2 little dots.
Okay, see, look. Here's where I was So I'm using not OBS Studio. I'm using OBS Studio is based on Streamlabs desktop. So Streamlabs, I think, if I don't have this wrong, is the open source software. OBS Studio is it takes Streamlabs and adds some features and does some things. And so it's the hardest thing to learn how to use, and this is as far as I got to getting the words up on the screen.
James keeps getting sidetracked by binge watching My Mirror, such a beautiful show. He watches. You're looking
silly. You're sitting there looking at your butt in the mirror. That's James's show, and I see cheek 1. I see cheek 2.
But Nick,
Anyway,
you can view the live chat.
You see how great that is.
But sometimes it can take a while for the live chat to actually load for YouTube to show the live chat.
Oh, can I do something different than this? I feel like I did it twice. Oh, wait, here. Chat box. Here we go. So there's that chat box.
And then the
this
other
and
one.
the other one. Okay, so there's that chat box. So if I
Those
turn
are
off
the
that
most
chat.
obnoxious chat
And then
boxes.
but wait, I can move this one.
Oh, down, all the way down.
Yeah, I can move it down like right there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I move it there. And then the great reseller life says the words. Now if I, oh no, yeah, see now it didn't. I just don't know how to affect these words. so
Right,
that they
because the
work.
top commenter, their name is chopped off.
I'm looking at stuff behind.
So Mike,
Oh, look, right there. That's what it looks like. It's supposed to look like that.
but look at how it's still chopping off the top.
It's just unbelievable.
What
Always
is
show
all that?
messages? I don't know. Wait, here's clean look. Here's the clean look.
So Ao, is that? Sometimes I can't tell when people are actually like joking.
Oh, you can't
if
read the
you
room?
couldn't tell. He's saying, I once had a mice problem. I then put on one of those sonar speakers with the safety dance on. Repeat. I got rid of them. I think those things can bother dogs, though. Dogs or cats.
Yeah, well, so can lack of treats. And that doesn't seem to be stopping him. I mean, us from abusing our animal.
Mike was saying,
I'm trying to do this. I'm actually right this second trying to get it to work, but it's not. I can't. Anyway. So anyway, that's why we don't have words right now. I can do it. Oh, Biffafo says to get in the Halloween spirit, I stood in front of a mirror in the dark room and said, J ride flips 3 times. And what popped out is the question.
Oh, God.
So if I could just keep it to this one. Here's the thing. I don't know how to choose the message. So if I chose it here, and then can I chose that? No. So I don't know how to choose them.
We'll investigate it.
It just shows the most recent one. And guess what I haven't done? Spent a lot of time figuring it out because we got to sell things on eBay because that's our primary thing.
So get rid
And
of it
also,
for now.
I have to sit around and not do this. The sonar thing works 1,000%. I'm going to read the screen now. We had a squirrel and mice problem at our old home, and it was the only thing that worked, Ryan. Wow. Okay.
What? Oh, the sonar
The sonar
thing?
deal? Well, we have, and it could be a dog. We have to check it out to see, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But
that's
we
the
just
only
told
thing.
the mice to go away, and they did.
How long?
And then we cleaned up the house, like
Ayo, or
amazing.
Ryan,
Like a
how
lot
long
of
did
cleaning.
it take for it to appear to, take care of them?
1 year. Thank you. But thank you, Clean Out Deals. I appreciate that, and I
Are you
take
gonna
that.
get rid of that now?
No, it's my favorite thing.
Okay.
And I will. Obviously, I have it partially figured out. I just need to figure out the rest of it. And there is some way to do that. Man, I know it's so simple.
Den the Corner is reporting that. Oh man, you
What'd
and
you
that
do?
stupid pointer finger.
Look how big my pointer is. Pointer is. Here, look, I'll show you. If you go small right here.
eBay changed the look of photo uploads on the app. Get ready for another day of poop sales thanks to fixing unbroken shizzle.
Look how big my pointer finger is. Point.
Honk, honk, honk.
Point. In real life, like on our screen in front of us, it's like 3/4 of an inch tall. And it actually really is hard because look, you have to. It's way too big to actually try to utilize. Thank you. Another life hack from Primo. Giant
So AO
pointer.
was saying it took a few months, but from my understanding, they run on a frequency dogs cannot hear. Okay.
Those Mises.
Well, thank you, you
I
guys.
hate Mises.
And
to pieces.
Ryan said for him, he noticed immediately it was so bad that the squirrels had tore through a sheet metal
It's
patch
your
on my
items.
roof.
What? Squirrels can do that. Squirrels are vicious. Well, okay, so here's the squirrel story. 2-3 years ago, we know there's a squirrel right above our head right here. So, and that's long since been, that was a hole in a screen for the vent for this part of the gable end. And so we had that fixed, but the squirrel was in the house. Or no, do we have it fixed after we got the squirrel out? I don't know how we got the squirrel out. How did we get the squirrel out?
Gotcha. Clean out deals. Okay, that makes
Or
sense.
whatever. The guy working on our house did, who put the screen back in, made sure the squirrel wasn't in there.
Well, a
how
friend
to get it
stopped
out.
over,
But
and we're
I'm
all
going to
talking.
tell that part.
Well,
The squirrel
tell
ate through the
it.
stupid ceiling
We're
tile
all talking,
and poked its
and
head
all
out.
of a sudden, our friend's like, "What the?" And there's this squirrel popped down from our ceiling.
She likes animals.
Looking at
We just
us,
leave the house open
going,
to
"Hey
animals.
guys!" And our friend was like, "Oh my god, quick!" And it was like,
Well,
"Go
no,
get
we were-
something!" And then we
We
all
were already in the middle of fixing it because then we made him do it, remember? I was like, I got this wood, but I don't want to step on here. And he's like, let me do it. And I was like, okay. That's the part of the story I remember.
And then we had whatever.
Tell us more stories.
Why are you disrupting him?
Oh my God,
Now
'cause
you're
he's-
activating him, and he's going to want something that we do not have.
But he smells like
Clean out,
Fritos.
Clean Out Deals was saying that he watches the show on his 70-inch TV, and it doesn't let him run the live chat. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, right, because there's no pop out. Okay, that makes sense. And that's why it's so good when people do it this way. Wait, look at my... You're seeing my my Spanx right there. No, look at my Spanx.
Here, you need a modesty screen.
I need modesty Spanx.
But he looks so cute. Oh, he's so neglected. Activate the pokey.
You just gotta kiss him and love him. He's so tiny and cute. And he just...
Oh, look at he's totally flying. Yeah, that was Squirrel Master saying hello. I mean, this was a long time ago, but we ended up, a friend / neighbor who has done work on our house for us, he ended up coming up and replacing all of the like mesh in the behind the vents and stuff, the airflow vents.
What a great baby. That was such a great little recharge.
Oh, who's your baby boy?
Tiny. You're so tiny. All the people love you. Because you're so precious and you don't have a skeleton. And you're just a little bacon.
Wait, let me take him.
Go ahead.
This is in a very
Go
awkward
ahead.
position. There we go.
Tap it in. Tap it in.
Tap, tap, tappy.
Tap it in. Okay. Now where were we?
Was it chip or chap? By the way, chip and chap is called a Horschenen and a Horschenen. I don't.
What are you saying? You always say words.
Hornchen in Germany is squirrel. Is that like what? Where are the cute little squirrel, the cartoon squirrels we had? No, those were chipmunks. Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale.
I'm Chip. I'm Dale. A great sensational corporational.
The
We
itchy
are Chip and
scratchy
Dale. How dare you not know 1960s Disney cartoon lyrics?
Mike was saying I looked at my return rate. 6 out of 902 items. 67%. I offer 60-day free returns. Nobody returns stuff late. It's always right away. Huh.
Wait, where is that? I have to read that. Okay, Mike Curtis says I just looked at my return rate. 6 out of 902. 60. Wait, I don't understand that. 67%? Maybe 6.7%? What's 6 out of 92?
Yeah, that would be 6.7.
Be 0.67. No? Wouldn't it be? Anywho, I offer
Well,
60-day
10%
free
of
returns.
1,000 is
So, do you get
100.
any benefit from 60 day sales, or just the fact that it is an attraction, another attractor?
0.67. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, that would make sense. Because of math. Because I'm so good at math. But the actual, I forgot what I was going to say. The actual squirrel is 0.67.
The chipmunk is 0.67 of a squirrel, and the squirrels are 0.6. Oh, I just
Thank
said
you, Nick,
squirrel.
though. I definitely, I'll put that in my... I'll put that in my journal of doing
That
stuff.
we need to work on the getting
My
the
ADH done journal.
blubbles.
Where if you write it down, it does actually work. to all those who don't understand how lists work.
But did you see that the voice when Biff Boffo stood in front of the mirror and
Yes.
that the voice told him it was his items.
I can't even think.
I
of
know
anything
WTF is like, how about adopting a cat?
Hey, it's your items, baby.
I know. I thought maybe we could rent a cat.
To put the
We
phone
love
on
cats,
it, or
but
to eat the mice.
the mice.
You probably could rent a cat. I bet someone around here has got an extra cat they could loan us for a little while.
I don't think right now we want more than Pokey, but we have had cats before, and we absolutely adore cats.
Guess what we didn't have when we had cats? Mice.
A dog. Yeah.
Nice.
No, we did. There are a few times I remember.
Yeah, but they ate them.
Yeah.
They brought the dead ones in.
Yep.
And that's how it's supposed to be. That's the natural order of life. For mice to be in our bedroom, but dead because the cat brought it up as a gift. That's why.
I hope Pokey just isn't. The only thing that gets him crazy is if he sees a bug, and then he's terrified. So I don't know really what he would do if he saw a mouse.
Okay, it's on the list. Next time to open the list, 2029. That's something I've totally wanted to work on. So. Now, do you have anything other important things to say?
Oh, you want to get rid of that? Make us big? How long has that been up?
How long have we been married?
Are we even here?
It seems like 30 years or more. Oh, it is? Okay.
Oh, Nick enjoys the Sanford and Son song. It's a favorite show of mine.
Yeah, I used to love that. I'd watch it with Grandpa. We'd watch it together. I thought Grady was great. I love Grady because he was a wiseacre. Always trying to pull a fast one.
Cookie makes a great squirrel pie. Oh, is Cookie your cat? Oh, it's Cookie. Or is Cookie the tire on the vehicle? I don't know.
Well, it keeps going round and round. I'm trying to
your
debate.
Craziness is wearing off.
I'm trying to debate if we should take leave and go get work done because we have so much to do, or do we keep going? I feel like if we leave now, John's not going to be able to stay busy. Beard's going to get distracted. Like we have to do it just to keep people railed. Remember how on Friday John said that his favorite, thank you, by the way, his favorite mindless show was our show. I don't disagree.
You can just
my favorite mindless show is also ours.
Mike was saying that in regards to the 60-day returns, depends on the category. I'm selling some clothes, and 60-day doesn't help.
That's a legit.
It's so much slower than video games.
Cookie is like when you like Cookie is like so back in the old. So if you're from California, you relate to wagon trains, eating people, things like that. So Cookie is the old guy that cooks everything for your wagon train. But in Texas, they also have cookies.
Pensacola Flipper, let's go!
Awesome. Aloha!
What was your
And
title today? Right.
It was something like "Let's go, let's get ready." Oh, show me your Q4 face. Anybody having a Q4 yet? That actually was a question I was going to ask.
Show us an emoji that represents your Q4 face.
John's picking up product right now, keeping the train moving. And Beard is also at the building pulling orders. You can't stop me from working. Okay, good. It's very difficult to stop working, and if I can, well, I go through different phases of being so obsessed with something that it's just 24 hours a day. Sleeping is annoying. And I only sleep about 6 hours a day, and I wake up every morning, and it's Christmas. I can't wait to get going, get out there, get to my desk, look at things, and then like about, I don't know, 20 minutes later, I'm like, stupid.
Lag has his Groucho Marx emoji for Q4 face.
There's your Q4 face.
Ryan's
got a dab. He's dabbing.
Because sales are crazy.
Do you offer the same guarantee of a like to sell? Oh yeah, sure. So what we do is
Thanks for hitting the like pencil.
we hire this out to a third party. Flipping ain't easy. So if you like our video, then they get a sale. Or I think. How's that work?
I don't know. You always say something crazy.
I know, something like that. But anyway, like our video, because then I don't know what happens if we get a lot of likes, but we never seem to have enough likes. I feel like we need more likes.
So Dendacor is saying, I'm still capped at my 5 per day. It's laughably predictable. That said, I really think after election is the Q4 push. Yeah, that's right. I mean,
We noticed.
We'll still have plenty of time after the election.
Olden days, we had September, right after kids went back to school, you would notice a pop up into the next, the way I remember the olden days is in the summer, you'd be coming off $6,000 months. That's just what I remember because that's how it seemed. And then September would be 8. And then October would be 10. November would be something, 11. And then boom, Christmas, $12,000, no problem. Going to Costco. Thank you. And then everything broke, so nothing makes sense anymore. But I was just trying to actually, because you said 5 items a day, and I was I'm calculating out that we are sort of there too. Like it is, we are at a limit. We're at a limit where they're not letting us jump to the 12. Well, they're not letting us go deep into 5 figures. Seems very.
They're not liking our input somehow.
Just plateaued.
Yeah.
But it's not going backwards, so I'm fine.
Right. But I think if we pushed more.
The way we designed our stores
results.
is to push more. When the other stores are not performing, we have that main store, and it doesn't have our full attention. So now the middle store is our main store and gets all the sales and activity, and then we have a media store which also gets sales and activity, and then our main store, which used to be our main store and get all the money, now has really expensive things in it, and probably need to work that a little harder because that would jump us if we could just make 1 or 2 more sales a month out of there of like $5,000-$6,000 items.
The only issue I have seen thus far with having multiple stores, because now,
I like where you're coming from.
Now
with
we're going into our 4th store, which will be the clothing, is that if you like to keep your store fresh and active in eBay's mind by listing X amount of items every day on your
need to do
store.
math?
Now you need to
not
start
math.
doing that for
You need to do trank?
every additional store that you just opened.
Did you guys take into account that hold on, I need my noise. Where is it? Oh, I hate it when
And
I can't find
so
my noise.
Nick is asking, do you think it makes a difference listing items at night or in the daytime?
So I'll answer that in just a second after I say that the new drug that everyone's all weird and gross and all our downtowns are messed up is called Trank. And it's the drug from Back to the Future. You're all tranked up. You got tranked. They drop her off. They
Thank
drop
you
off.
for that breaking
and they take
news.
you to and they take you to back to your house in Lyons Estates because you got tranked.
Jenna
I'm
is
just
being
saying.
very kind, and she's saying, if you like this stream, I will send you sales.
Thank you.
She's Jenna, the
sales fairy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
With her wand, I can imagine.
Thank you. We
that.
really do appreciate that.
Thanks, Jenna. And so
night or day?
Yeah, night
I
or
don't.
day.
I don't think it does, but
for us, whenever we can get them up, we're just like, get them up.
I generally have the most energy in the morning, so they go up in the morning. But because we do a reset every week, it's a little.
I can tell you this though. So when he used to do the nuclear reset, which was every single day, which essentially is like
Man, that was annoying.
you're listing new items, because it would end and sell similar. he would only want to do it in the morning because didn't you feel for a reason that seemed...
Well, I thought getting it done in the middle, just getting it done at the beginning of the day, and we're on the East Coast, and I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so it would be done by 6, and that would be kind of before everyone woke up on the East Coast, and then, I don't know, I just looked at it that way. The most eyes would probably see it if I got it up by 6 o'clock in the morning that particular day. And because I was doing a nuclear reset, and I was doing it every freaking day, I guess it did make sense to do it as early as possible. I know Biff used to do it. He did his, I think, at like 2 o'clock in the morning,
which is 5 o'clock our time.
Right, but he's on the West Coast.
So and keep in mind, like eBay's, is
so 11 o'clock
is West Coast. So even with like cutoff shipping times, you always need to remember. Oh wait, I need to make sure that I'm accounting that it's Pacific time, not East Coast our time. So
time zones. Is there anything they can't do? Thank you.
But for us, we just are like, whenever we can get them up, we can't limit ourselves because we already just are not moving quick enough to get stuff up. So
I know.
I take photographs mostly during daylight hours to use natural light. So
has anybody seen that movie, The Substance? Again,
it is weird horror.
We need some
so
substance juice.
Odd and
to make
I think I heard people were
3.5 people
walking out of the theater, but I was just like, this is bonkers weird.
If you walked out of the theater on that, you're not taking into account its tongue-in-cheek try-hardness.
It is. It's like, it totally is just over the top, But Freya was saying, I moved at the beginning of August.
Look who has just entered the chats. Aloha, Paul. I hope you've been getting a lot accomplished. We think about you all the time, and I'm like, I'm lifting things, and I'm going, I wish these could be lifting Paul's things. I know that sounds a little weird, but what I mean is helping him so that we could lift his packages. That sounds even worse, but that was intentional. Thank you.
So as I was saying,
you were talking?
Freya moved at the beginning of August, and she said that her sales haven't come back yet.
At the beginning of August. Slash the prices. I wish that was...
Wouldn't that be
it's hard to
interesting? Freya, I don't know if you have been listening the whole time during the show, how we're talking about if eBay knows, like, when you're not home because they track you on the app, and so they...
I'm going to say just one thing about that.
Yeah.
They can do all that.
Of course they can.
Wanted to.
Right.
And so why wouldn't they want to if...
Because they're like, oh, this person's not home, so they're not going to be able to ship
if
this
they're
in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, they're trying to guesstimate how you're going to behave.
What if when somebody moves,
well, they don't give a crap about you. They want to sell your stuff, and they want you to deliver it on time and give a proper customer experience. That's all they care about. If you can't do that for any reason, according to their algorithm, you're taking a dump in another state, they're going to just turn you off because they don't owe you anything or anything. That's what I think, because I really, sorry to use that crass example because it was unnecessary. But point being, they probably absolutely do that. So I don't remember back in the day when we traveled much more extensively, I would keep my store going all the time. And for like when we were selling circuit boards, arcade games and things.
Clean Out Deals Nick would like to know. He says, I have 3 stores in. Is there a way to stop items from relisting automatically?
Every 30 days?
I want them to sell similar only. I don't know, like, all that stuff.
Rather than relist, I would say best practices in that case specifically is to do it on the 29th day. If that's, if you don't want to relist let eBay relist your items every 30 days.
Because
Till
they
cancel.
keep track of how old it is. They know that you keep.
They put a little one there. You know, Arnold
They know that-
Schwarzenegger in the movie where he's got the sixth day, and every time he gets cloned, he gets another dot in his eye. So that's Halloween eye.
You look like a pumpkin.
Halloween eye. But you get an extra dot in your eye every time it gets relisted. But a sell similar, no dots. So that is the 29th day. If you want to keep them rolling for that long. Now,
Just keep in mind.
being a proponent of the nuclear reset, I have found lots and lots of reasons why that's a dumb thing to do all the time. And some of the reasons are as simple as Google still indexes a lot of our items. You can go on there and see our items. Even doing it once a week, I click on an item and it's to the thing I undid last week, or I ended and sold similar last week. So if I left my items up there, which I do on our main store, I leave them up there for a month, and if they're getting hits every day, views every day, I leave them up and don't reset them now. So,
Our main store, which only has like how many items?
like 12, but they're all like
It's really not our main store
hundreds
anymore.
of
Our
dollars
original
items.
store. Our
It's the
original store.
boutique. It's like Kim Kardashian when she wants to buy like a car grill, an old rusty car grill.
Just remember
Just
with
size.
ending and selling similar,
Just remember.
your allotment of listings that you're allowed, because otherwise you might have to pay a listing fee, right?
Now remember. Yes, I'm serious.
What?
I'm just thinking of Dana Carvey. Sorry. You can't keep me. You can't.
Can
catch
you
a
go up
crowd
a
and
little?
Pin it down. I'm sorry, we're missing a lot of comments.
Well, you're right. You're always like, oh, I'm gonna pop out the chat and then have this and blah, blah, blah. But look at the chat.
The flip it. What do you want? This one? You want that one? You want this
Nope.
one?
Now you're going too crazy.
You want this one? You want this one? We got two chats up here, folks.
I want it. So on that one, just go up a hair, not a lot. Okay, stop. We're talking about Freya. She moved in August. I hope that they come back. They no matter what, they're
Sales.
going to start
They're gonna come
coming
back.
back, especially for the holiday season.
My thought process was, if you were moving, prices dropped while you weren't looking. So the first thing I would do is check the less than 90. I go to 60, 30. It is no joke how things are just falling out of favor, or prices are just dropping. People are still buying stuff, but
We have seriously
just going
dropped
down.
prices so much, and that's the only thing that is making our stuff move, it seems.
But if you're in business to be if you're a salesperson, that's what you do. You meet the market. And so currently right now, meeting the market means we're selling things hella cheap. We have, I would say, decades of evidence that we got tons more money on stuff than we ever than it was worth. So we're just paying the price right now for the good times, I guess, and feeling that that's okay. And that's probably the biggest thing. Just feel good about it.
Callie Debs was saying to Jenna that it's only 63 degrees right now
In
California.
LA?
That's cold. I mean, it's only 40 something here. Biff, did you see Biff was like, are you sure that's not Nuke from RoboCop 2?
It could have been.
And
Wait,
Nick,
I don't see where he says that. Oh,
It's
are you
fine.
sure it's not Nuke from RoboCop 2? I see.
So, and Biff also was saying, I've neglected eBay since July, and my new normal is very bad. Oh, no. That's because
Neglection.
of your...
That's because of the wings. You're addicted to them. Biff, you're addicted to the wings. We're going to have to do an intervention. And get you back. Get you back on the train. But that's another proof story, another anecdotal proof of no activity, no
Wow,
sales.
Dentacor. So this is... he was saying, I had 22,000 90-day gross back in April. I'm at 9,600 today with 50% more inventory. Yeah, that's no good.
Oh,
I mean-
there's so many words. Look at all these words. I see
We
Paul
said
Rose.
aloha to Paul.
He said got about 50 boxes of books and magazines into the loft yesterday. Above, it's like everything has to be just like so extra. And it's like, okay, so put the books
Is
and
anyone
magazine.
helping
They
you?
live in the loft
Paul,
above head height.
is anyone helping you? Are you doing this all on your own?
Paul, don't have it. I'm just thinking of funny things to say that aren't really
Okay,
that
so
funny.
Freya,
Like something about ropes and on step ladders, and I'm
I
just
don't
like,
know
that's
if
not
you
funny.
saw Mike Gerdez
I've been
said
beaten
that
up
I
again.
moved a couple years ago in August, and it took till November to get it rolling again. So it sounds like for him, it kicked right up just in time for the Q4 holiday season. So
That's unless you put your Oscar de la Renta wrap in there to get your sales going. Unless you get that secret grail item. Go out and buy a Porsche 911 1974. Put it in your store. And people will come to your store. Promise.
and I moved
Promise.
silver hair. Lag knows when I'm not home.
Yeah, you're all covered with
Like
You're covered with
silver
air
hair, I can
tags.
tell by the milk and cookies.
have you been to our house? Our house smells. We have milk and cookies piped in like Disneyland.
Biff was saying, why wouldn't a profit first company punish you for stepping off the hamster wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Freya, I'm sorry. So note to anyone, don't do anything for fun ever.
No, don't
You
do
are
anything for fun.
chained
Get
to
two
eBay.
phones. Leave your business phone at home, or, don't leave ever.
So in Den Decor,
And get a Porsche and put it in your store so people see it.
he's saying when the site is crappy, I just draft and then bulk up later, upload later, and that's just it. You just keep pushing through, and that keeps your, I don't know what the hell I'm
Paul
saying. What am
Rose,
I
you've got
saying?
14
But
days.
yes, exactly.
That's why I don't
Keep
listen
pushing through.
because.
Oh yeah,
If I listen, I just would have wasted all that time. Can you believe that?
you didn't. Don't worry. You were already reaching for your soundboard.
And now.
Yeah, and Biff was saying I stopped the end and south similar, and it has been move the pointer finger, please. Move it.
Oh, this one over there. This one.
Oh,
The big
horrible.
pink one.
Nonetheless, I don't care. It's boring. Well, yeah. So we don't do it every day. He does it once a week on 2 stores, right? End and sell sim.
I'll do it on just the 2 stores, yeah. For the most part. Without getting complicated.
And Dendicor is saying, and that is why eBay's 30 days on offsite ads to work is bull.
Okay, so that's a cancel. So nobody should ever do that unless you're I don't even think James got a good feedback from that, from the offsite ads.
Oh.
That doesn't even exist in our world, offsite ads. And then the dynamic playbook podcast, whatever we do, the dynamic promoted, that is on the media store at 10%, which I don't think anyone would say that's too high for media, because it's media. And then they gouge you in a little extra on media, 15%.
WTF was saying,
We're
sorry,
happy, babe.
you lost
Thank
me again.
you.
I'm listing some Glenn Danzig erotic comics, and I need to check very carefully each single page. Oh, so we didn't lose
Paul
you.
Rose says at least, as long as the erotic part itself isn't Danzig. Well, you like Danzig.
Paul was
I think
saying,
you wouldn't
used
like
to
him if you
end-
saw how short he was, because he's like shorter than me. He's like not even short king stature.
Oh.
He's very buff though. Although I think he's old now. And his head is
Aren't
like
we
half
all?
his body. So like
Can you
half of his
stop?
body is head.
Come on now.
I don't know. I'm just saying. That's just an observation.
There's many things people could say about us too.
Nope.
So shut
You
your
can't.
pie
How do you talk crap about perfection?
Paul says, I used to end and sell similar a batch a day, and nothing went past 30 days. Always ended them before they auto-relisted, which, yeah, I think that is what people should be doing.
Paul lost. Paul has a couple of man down. He said only half a dozen things have broken during the move.
Oh, wow.
Paul, are you like me and you're like mourning those half dozen things? It doesn't matter how successful. It's like, aw.
Oh, spending cents. Aloha.
Aloha.
Yes. Well, you're here at least now.
And Jenna got her
scheduled
sale
to go to
too.
Thrift.
Nice.
Oh, yay! Callie Debs was saying all of her sales have been on Posh, Macari, and Etsy. What in the heck is wrong with eBay? Callie Debs, clothing? I can't remember. Is it mostly clothing?
What?
Callie Debs, do you sell mostly clothing? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so. Does she?
Oh, okay.
Well, Poshmark is clothing, right? So tell me this: are any of these is Macari getting better for clothing, or is Poshmark getting better for items other than clothing? Those are questions I haven't really followed along too much because we don't.
Oh,
Should we be
man, Paul.
cross-listing? Why aren't we cross-listing yet? We can't even list, let alone then cross-list it. Ryan, you get sales because you are in one of the categories that is the most favorable right now. Cards are like the hot.
Well, eBay
hot
loves
stuff.
them. I mean,
You're
they
like Casper's little
promote-
friend with the horns. It's hot stuff. That's why. Because eBay focuses on stuff. I mean, they bought Golden. They're not gonna let down. Who was I watching? Okay, I gotta think straight. So was it Josh talking about something? I think he put up a post about how card cracking is just the hottest thing ever. And it is, I guess. And then somebody else was talking about these $8,000 maybe trash to cash podcast. And they were talking about because one of their guys, what's his name? American Arbitrage. Carrie cracks cards. He's a card cracker.
Carrie crack.
I don't even understand.
Carrie
One of our
cracks
first
cards.
followers here was the Oddish, who was a crack head. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. So the people who crack cards are crackheads. I don't think they'll appreciate that. So I'm just kidding, by the way. Totally kidding. But the crackheads, that is the hottest thing right now. So handbags are no good. Shoes, I don't think are the hot stuff right now. I think everything's behind cards, as far as I can tell. Am I wrong? Mystery.
Well,
How are cards selling on Poshmark?
well, I mean, I don't know anything about cards. Don't ask me anything about cards.
Didn't. I was asking that.
Curious Collection was saying we haven't had a sale on Posh or Macari in over a month. eBay is sad too, though. They're called breakers, not crackers.
I thought Crackheads is a good name. No? Okay. Lag is a breaker.
Spam. The other
It's a
platforms
breakdown.
don't care if you sell all sorts of things. Okay, everything still sells. Okay.
Okay. Well, one of these days, I don't grade. Ryan doesn't grade his cards, so that's so.
Oh, Paul.
What happened?
Oh, well, he's just saying it's going to be a while until I can get back to reselling. This is not giving me confidence.
Paul, yeah, man. I'm telling you that we just had to lower our prices on everything. I mean, I could just keep saying what we did a million times, and the only way it ever made sense is for us to not look at our stuff as our stuff anymore and just say that's our stuff to sell. That's just
Right,
sell
but
stuff.
we're hearing how Freya, moved in August, and she still is not seeing her sales come back.
What I mean by that is I'm saying you got to take the I don't want to say emotion because it's not always that. But if I went to go sell any one of my items up here, like this piece of thing right here that I can actually reach, this car right here. Look at that, it's a car. Look at that car. Now I think this is Sweet 16. So dusty. How embarrassing. A Sweet 16 Hot Wheel. It's not in the best condition, but it most certainly, in my brain, this is a $45 car. I'm going to guarantee, check it. Does that get it better? So you can see it's got some marks on it, but it's a rare car that people like. $45. I'm guessing could be $100 if it was in better condition. I bet I go on there right now. White interior, purple, Chevy Charger. What is this? Dodge Charger. Custom Dodge Charger. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're selling right now for $20 or under.
Wow.
And I want $45 for this. In my brain. Because I love it and I've had it and I know it and I bought it and and it sits up there, and it's my favorite thing. But if I had to sell it, which I have dipped into a lot of my collection, I just had to sell it for whatever
Paul,
it sold for.
can you put a few reactivate your eBay right now and just put a few really simple things up that are easy to ship
Does my
so
belly
that-
make me look fat?
so that you can start eBay can start, you know,
Me
finding
too,
your
Biff.
store
I know,
again.
I don't like it, but it
I'm
is
trying
funny.
to talk to Paul.
We're having two interstitial
I'm just worried
conversations.
though for Paul.
Okay, go ahead. Let's do Paul first.
I want, because he's saying that it's going to be a while until I can get back to selling again, and he's not getting a lot of confidence from all of our conversations. I'm just
This
saying,
is not-
what
this
if
is
he
not
just
the high
puts
point of
up-
reselling right now.
What if he just puts up something simple right now so that eBay starts putting him back in their
Wait,
flow?
I would do that. Paul,
Something
you
small,
did promise
easily
that you were going to
shippable.
start reselling around the 13th of October or 15th. But
Nothing that will take a lot of your time, just some simple
Smalls.
things so that eBay can search and find you again. And then when you're ready, they'll be like, oh yeah, we remember that guy. Oh look, now he's listing more. Okay, sure. I don't know.
and
a little
just
something.
really expect for your stuff to be worth half of what you think it is, right this second, at the moment in time and history, to make the sales, to pay the stuff. We've definitely taken hits on a lot of stuff. However, I would prefer the stuff to take the hit than me. Then
But also,
it's a
this
really
is the
tough
time
pill
of
to
year
swallow.
where
I gotta say.
people will pay a little more than they're normally
I don't
willing.
see it that way, man. I just don't see it that way. I see the current situation as it's a buyer's market, period, and they're setting the price. Ryan is making out like a bandit because he's selling
Okay,
$2 and
I understand,
$3,
Paul.
$1, $2, $3 cards, and people are buying a stack of them because it's a one-stop shop. And for $1, it's really like, imagine you have all this selection. Ryan, I haven't looked at your store in a long time. I'm not sure what's the number of cards you have up there right now. And that selection is enough where people are able to make multiple purchases. But if Ryan was just sending one-offs to people, if they were just buying one card from him, A, he'd go crazy, and B, probably wouldn't be doing so well. But people are buying dozens of cards from him at a time.
And
How do you get into that business? I want to do that right now.
well, he
7,000.
just said, Paul, go buy some soccer cards and put them on eBay.
That's
Paul-
not wrong.
Paul
Soccer
just
cards are the
doesn't-
hottest cards. I happen to know that.
Paul can't right now. He's just too much going on.
Back about 2 years ago, 2 years ago. No, I've only been doing the YouTube thing for like a year. So sometime within the last year, I spoke to a guy named Ivan over at District, and we had a long conversation about starting up District stuff. Kevin Commonwealth Commons is he's doing it over there. Hayfro's has one called Hayfro's Pop Culture. And of course, there's Crazy Lamp Lady and a couple other people, and they're doing that. What's my point in mentioning this?
I don't know.
That Ivan said this a year ago. I forget what it was. Oh, no. It was specifically about soccer cards. At that time, District was smaller than it is now. Their number one store was women's soccer cards. I don't know why.
All right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It was their highest grossing store per capita or something. And
That's crazy. So Ryan, you got it. Have you
See,
been
Ryan knows.
a card collector yourself? Well, he's
he knows.
millennial.
The thing is like, so let's
So
say
he
that we want to
knows
get into cards because
those trends.
because cards are the hot thing. It's going to take us a year. Well, it's going to take us months and months to even catch
yes,
on.
hey, for we speak your name.
We don't even know how to say Yu-Gi-Oh properly. So we don't even.
Mr. Meeseeks, look at me.
We don't even know what to. Yeah, see, all your life. So what do I sell? I sell stuff from the 80s
Ryan
and
collected
70s,
all
stuff that
stuff.
I worshipped and looked at my whole life, whether it be cars to Hot Wheels. Well,
Spending
so both
Sense was
cars,
saying,
so.
I had someone offer to pay me $5 and free shipping for a piece of ephemera. They said that would be the fair thing to do.
Well, they can go. They can go stuff it. If anybody tells me words about their offer, I'm not saying I ban them,
in a case
but I
like
definitely
that,
come back with just like $1 off of my original price.
So we
just give 'em
don't
flack.
really like block people, but in a case like that, then you would go, okay, so then the person ends up deciding to buy it, even though I didn't give them the deal they wanted, and then they leave me a like 1 star for my shipping
Would
or
be.
something. So then you get screwed, and then you're like, wait, should I just block this person so that they don't even bother buying it from
They
me at full
are
price because
asking-
they're gonna give me a
They're
bad
hankering
review?
for a blocking. They are.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd probably, because I would smug back to them and send them a counter offer $1 less than my asking price. So that's what I would do, just to show them sort of where I stand on their words and their stupid. And I don't necessarily think that people aren't just. I don't hold it against somebody for just trying to get it over on me. But I do have a little bit of a recoil when people send words that try to tell you how to. Remember that guy that came in and he's like, "You're asking too much for this. You are making the community," and this was over Transformer little guns for original G1 Transformers. He's like, "You're asking too much." I was asking like 20. Most people were asking 15, and I'm like, "But dude, send me an offer." But no, he wanted to send me a little self-righteous indignation, and for that, he did get blocked. Thank you.
Axe Monkey is saying she bought a Rico scanner, changed everything for me. Flatbed scanning will
Yeah.
kill your day.
Pictures are
are
meh.
meh.
Wait, Axe Monkey, what do you mean? I don't understand if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You got a Rico. We had a Rico. Where was it? Changed
I have a
everything.
Rico right there.
Flatbed scanning will kill your day. So the Rico was you feed it? What is? I don't
Kill
even
it
know.
in a good way? I'm
Pictures are
confused.
meh. So,
Oh, well, that's bad. Meh is bad.
right.
Meh is medium,
So wait.
in my opinion.
We were thinking
So you
of
bought a
scanning
Rico.
stuff.
Well, I don't know what kind of scanner.
Huh.
We have I forget the model number, but it's maybe, I don't know, 10 megapixels. I don't even know what they are anymore. Into cards, I know what I know will fill a thimble. I stick $2 to $5 cards, no problems. Very low return for a lot of work. Cross-list McCarty and make a lot more without seller fees. That's awesome. And so you can go into cards without really knowing too much about them. I personally, if it just sits around and it keeps swirling around my head long enough, I will go out and buy some damn cards because I need a piece of that.
Like says eBay needs a setting I can
That's
turn.
my middle name.
I can
Primo,
turn
I
that
need a piece
auto
of that.
blocks them if they push the contact seller. Mike was saying my wife laughed at me when she heard me yell out loud, "Blocked!" WTF is I am Mr. Block a lot. Ryan's list is 500 people. But Paul was saying
Chainsaw.
that to Spending Sense, I had that a lot. Where rare things there weren't any more of. I would offer you, X amount of dollars due to the postage. Just give it a fair discount. If they want it, they buy it. All part of eBay.
And if you do, so Ryan, when you put everything, I know I've asked this before, but I was told something else because I actually do some scanning stuff. But like it's for art and things as opposed to small cards. So generally speaking, I'm doing large format scanning. So sometimes you have to do 2 passes on the same item as opposed to filling the glass. Like the scanner that I use sometimes is the glass is like 4 feet by 3 feet. That's how big the scanner is. I mean, it's like the size of a 2-person 2 deer ice chest. It's a 2 deer. And it's but anyway, I could fill it up with cards and do like 200 cards all at once. But do you have a program that individually crops out each card so you can fill the glass with cards and then it just auto crops everything, straightens them? Like
Axe Monkey was saying the Ricoh scanner is the feed scanner and it's super fast. And the flatbed she used when she got started, and she had a ton of cards. And Ryan uses a feed scanner too, I'm pretty sure.
oh,
He's
okay.
told us that.
So you just do one at a time. I mean, it just does one at a time.
And then Paul comes through with the eBay customer service, guru, we can say. The 20 questions things can be annoying, even if they are nice people. I don't really want to know your life story, but he says just try to be kind when you get those, even though it is annoying. And it is true.
Yeah.
It is true. If somebody walks into your store and they're asking you a bunch of questions about
Every
an
wallet is my
expensive
friend.
piece, you can't be like, get out now, you're annoying me, you've asked me too many questions.
Hi.
You're not going to do that to someone
Hi,
that's
wallet.
in your store.
You're my friend. Oh, your person is annoying, but you, wallet, you're my friend. I do think of things that way. I mean, that's a salesman's attitude. Suck it up. Get the sale. Get the sale. The Menendez brothers. I'm not sure I can recommend that show, whatever it's called, but there's a lot of in there.
I know what you're already.
There's a lot of wieners in there. Let's put it that way.
And I heard it was not a prosthetic.
I didn't say it was a prosthetic. There's just a lot of ween in that.
I just
in that
saw
baby.
something. I didn't
Why
read
would it
the
be a
article.
prosthetic?
I didn't read the article, and it was like so and so said that they were not wearing a
Dudes
prosthetic.
aren't going to go all nude and wear prosthetic. Ladies, you can have a body double.
Yeah,
Like in 16 Candles.
Like
that was a body double.
But we're
Now Caroline, she's a woman.
Then the scanner we're going to be using is going to be for like magazines and books and
Hopefully.
whatever. So we'll see. Axe Megan was saying my mailman sells cars on eBay. He bought a 8170 and sold me his 7160. He's a great mailman and very helpful. I hate it when he's on vacation.
You little
that's the
scanner heads
printer.
in here. This little
Yeah.
scanner head group. Total scan heads. I love it.
Wow.
We're going to be scan heads. someday.
Ryan said he can scan like 5,000 cards an hour. You can literally stick a stack of cards in it, and it will.
Then why don't
scan
you have
front and back.
7,000 listed, huh, Ryan? Huh? You should have 5,000 a day.
Oh.
A day listed minimum.
Axe Monkey, right? Sells cards, not cars. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
We've bought and sold cars on eBay. Absolutely have.
It's okay, Axe Monkey. It's fine. I know I always have that problem.
When
too.
did we buy that green Mercedes? We bought like back in when the days were good, man. We just like we're gonna buy a Mercedes. Went on there $850, Massachusetts, 1974 450 SL in like metallic moss green with white leather interior. It was beautiful. And we got it for $850.
Why don't we have that anymore? That was from eBay?
We bought that on eBay, man.
And the headrest had like the little kitten ears. Oh man, it was so cute.
And then we sold it on eBay too. I mean, that's one of we have bought and sold a few cars on eBay.
I forget all this stuff. I mean, it's been so long.
Oh, well, yes, Mark Wahlberg. That was prosthetic, though, I think. Didn't he say?
I think his was, yeah.
But, yeah, anyway, if you need that sort of thing, go watch Menendez Brothers. But it seems to be very pervasive. Seems to be just be a lot.
And
A little too much.
Ryan is saying he has to fill out all the data, which is time consuming, and he has kids. So that's why there's no more than 7,000.
Now, why can't you... Okay, here's I'm going to go
Major
off on
win.
full...
Karate Kid.
Full, can I go off on one of those things? Not a tangent, but actually a rage tangent. What are those called? When I'm all mad.
A rampage?
A rampage. I'm going to rampage right now. About the lack... Okay, did you guys watch the most recent Tech and Sports video? Go watch that. That makes me angry. So he is talking about...
Oh, he's walking around New York City talking? That
yeah,
one?
that makes me angry. How dare he walk around New York City?
No.
He's talking about AI and how he's a big shot now.
guys,
He's like,
yeah.
He's all like eBay's darling. And he went out to California and somebody showed him, I don't know if it was eBay, I don't know who it was, but somebody's withholding AI listing tools from us because
Rampage.
they are there. And he was talking about, he saw it. He saw one picture in the dark, Star Wars glass or shirt, open button shirt. The software was listing it all, doing all this item specifics, 100% perfect, title and everything. And he's saying, it's already exists. It's here. It's there. And I'm like, where is it? Give it to me, please. Now. I want it now.
He was saying, like,
And
there could be a rack filled with shoes, and you can
no,
take...
that's the future.
Oh,
That's not right this second.
okay.
But the future will be you'll take a picture of the
That's
rack
me
and
just
it'll list
listening here and there.
100 items at once.
Sorry.
The point being that the problem with it will be, and this guy's the super smartest. The problem will be is that it's going to take an item and it's going to find the perfect title structure, the perfect everything for it, and then there's going to be 100 of them listed with the exact same titles, the exact same item specifics, the exact same item descriptions, exact same everything, because people are either good at eBay or not good at eBay, and so there'll be a glut of the exact same titled item.
What
the only
if-
difference will be pictures, and then if new people are borrowing pictures, then you're just going to see 1,000 of the exact same item with the exact same picture.
What if eBay's working on that? Because they just invested a
Yeah.
ton of money into poolside,
Yeah,
I think it is.
AI.
AI.
Everybody sucks. Give me AI now. You're using it for the wrong thing. You're using it for your own purposes. Give me evil AI to list my stupid crap. And Ryan needs to list his crap. See, this is my rampage part. Ryan needs to list his crap. Paul needs to we need to save time. I'm spending, I promise you, if we spend 100 hours a week listing, AI listing tool, which is totally easy to do, we would spend 10 hours a week. It costs us 90% of our time because we don't have a proper AI listing tool that can take a picture of a book and just frickin' list it. Just freaking list it, man.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
so
Just list your prosthetic.
Ro is on the mend, but it sounds like both of them are still have a
Hey,
little
guys.
bit of it.
Oh, you got the funk?
Yeah.
They got the funk.
Well, I hope that both of you are going to be feeling much better soon. It's not fun feeling sick.
No, it's not. And so I want to spend 90% of my time shipping, but that's what it should be, Axe Monkey. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
Well, and Biff, and so if you haven't actually watched Tech and Sports, I think he kind of like, he had a lot of thoughts on it, and I think he covered.
He talked about that topic. What if it becomes too easy?
In this, that is what I was just saying, was that there's going to be a glut of crap, or it's going to be a glut of the exact same everything. But the smart person who wants to, and napping, and the smart people are going to take advantage of it to list the items faster, but I'll change my titles. I'll change my description. I'll take care of my
Primo
kids.
spam song.
You know what I'm saying? So the point is that I will use that properly. I'll utilize the AI
Primo
tool.
spam and pokey too.
We need the
Loody-doo-doo.
AI listing tool to work. I did try the AI listing tool over at, and I haven't done it again. Now this is why. Over at List Perfectly, it worked pretty well, but it only worked, I would say, 60%, and then it didn't have a way. The only problem with it I found is I couldn't when it listed the title, artist, but I'll just say title, artist, year, because I was listing a record, say. It listed artist, title, year, and I didn't want it in that direction. So they just didn't offer a way for me to format the results of the AI listing tool. And they wanted you to pay $80 a month while they figured it out, and they're launching it in 2025. This actually might be what
He's
Tekken was
talking
talking about. Because he said it is available now, but he didn't say what it was. And then he said it's going to be fully released in 2025. And List Perfectly's tool is in beta right now, and they do say they're going to list it in 2020 or release it in 2025. So right now, if you pay $80 a month, you get it with your Pro Lister program. They're not sponsoring us, but
And
after the 2025, it goes to a separate charge. So it's no longer $80 as part of this Pro listing thing.
a grouping of features. It's now or
Its
options.
own tool, and it's probably going to be $100, $200 a month.
And I think,
Quite frankly, is worth it.
when we were signed up for it, like you get a certain amount of free photo editing through Photo Room, right? Wasn't it through Photo Room?
Photo editing, yes.
Like the Photo Room that I use. Like you would get
they gave
free,
you like no, they were limiting depending on the plan that you
Only
had,
a few-
like 1,000 cleanups with
yes,
your app.
But they are
They were
somehow
licensing it per picture.
collabed with Photo Room, I guess.
Miss Lachey resells as
Nice to see you.
Beard said
I
that
know.
was not enough. Every once in a while, we just throw it in there.
Blame it on lag.
I think eBay tests out features the card community. Yeah, it's the hardest thing right now. So everything seems to be centered around card centric. They spent how many billions of dollars on gold and stupid card op place? They better utilize it.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. And I say
Well,
stupid because I'm not part of it, and I feel sad.
You're
that
jelly.
I'm stupid.
And cards are, pretty easy. They're just a front and
Super
back.
easy. I have a friend.
They seem
That's my
pretty
full
easy.
statement. I have a friend.
To-
I have a friend who is my age, exactly my age. Actually, she's 1 year older than me. We went to first grade together. Mark McGee. Hi, Mark. How you doing? He is a nerd. He lives in San Francisco. He has a real Squaresville job. Probably pulls in, close to $250,000 a year. And he plays card games. He goes to the place. I laugh, but he has a great time. He takes his cards, all his card collections, and he goes there and he sits with a bunch of other nerds and cards out. I wish I could be part of it. He wouldn't let me
And
play
Miss
Dungeons
Lachey was
and
saying
Dragons.
I would be absolutely shocked if eBay is the first to roll out such advanced technology.
They're not going to.
They won't. I mean, they
No.
can't even.
They should, but they won't. Now, again, List Perfectly is an eBay certified blah, blah, blah. I mean, they're like in cahoots, but, and that might be part of it. Oh, that was the part we were also going to say. Do you think that, about the shipping, do you think eBay gets I did say that. Did I say that?
I don't know.
Cubic shipping? Does eBay get cubic shipping rates but not pass them on to us, and that's just one of their income streams?
Oh, whatever.
I don't remember if I asked that.
And Ryan was saying, and they
Axe Monkey's digging List Perfectly.
10,000% need to fix their description AA.
Yeah,
it's
it's
awful.
junk.
Yeah, as
It's
soon as I
actually-
see,
Ryan, is it even real? Agree with me first thing. Is their AI descriptive tool even a tool? It's a tool, it's not the sharpest tool in the shed. It is not even good.
That's so perfect.
just
The AI, not the sharpest tool in the
It's
shed.
it's not. All it says is gobbledygook. This is the greatest thing, and if you like things, then you'll love this thing because it's the greatest thing of all the things. Thank you.
As soon as I see it say, any collector would like this in their collection or
That's
something,
not-
I'm like, oh god.
Dude, that is so. That's not AI. That's a guy writing that in the back room.
It's just like, this is obviously, what other stupid nonsense is in this description and mistakes.
It's not real. It ain't real. That ain't me.
eBay's a tool.
They
That's
can
what
be.
Beard says.
And again, we all know they're just going to try to make their buck, and they have every right to do so. And quite frankly, 15%, 25% for somebody to put my items online and sell them for me.
Ryan was
if
a part
that
of
actually worked. it would be
Ryan
fine.
was a part of the beta test eBay did for the eBay standard envelope. I've been
Oh, you did?
using them for over 2 years. I see people complain
65
about
cents.
issues.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you watch
okay.
those boards with all those annoying people that complain.
And I
about
have no
everything.
idea what they're talking about because we don't use them.
What the eBay certified mattress?
The eBay standard envelope, which, by the way, question.
Here we go.
Have you guys? We just got our.
Wait, hold on.
Our
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, attention center stage. Spam has a question.
Bore and tell. We just used our quarterly
$25 coupon.
Toward the eBay supplies, and we use the padded envelopes. And the new package that we just got,
Oh,
the
boom.
envelopes suck.
Did you see? Did you see that?
Ripped. It's different
So
quality now.
Yeah, they switched, and so here are the problems. And I tried to return them, and it won't let me press the button to return them.
So where's our automatically get a return label?
I'm going to leave negative feedback on eBay shipping. You just watch. And then I will never sell anything on eBay again. The whelbs just pull apart with gentle. The bag it's supposed to be 11 by 9 or however they measure that, 11 and a half by whatever.
Yes.
It's a tiny bit shorter now. And the glue, I need glue, is sticky, and it rubs off. Like you can roll a booger of it. It like if you touch it, you roll a booger of it.
So awful compared to the last batch that we got.
All the batches forever up until now were fine.
So the bubbles on these are smaller and there's more, but that makes a difference. They don't feel as good. But Curious Collection is saying, yeah, super thin. The paper are also thin. So
I don't know what happened on this last batch. They did it bad.
Glenn Scotland, aloha. High-end cards are
aloha, Glenn Scotland. The way we also noticed immediately when it got here, it was packed differently. So
yeah.
In previous times, it was packed
vertical box. You would reach in and you would grab them. This is now
like
horizontal.
Side by side.
You open the flaps, and now the whole thing is there.
So anyway, I think that's a good public service announcement that the current inventory of 11 by 9 eBay padded envelopes suck. Thank you.
And Paul Rose is saying they really don't hold themselves to the same standards as they expect from us, do they? And it's so true. I mean,
they ship quick. They do ship quick.
But we have, but you did use some of these. You have been using them, though,
so what?
right?
I'll still send them back a half-used box.
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
but
no
you're
problems with
using
that.
them because you're
I have
able
a few
to.
older ones.
We just now know to. Oh, I was gonna say be more gentle with these new ones.
You can't overpack them. So the actual seams will split.
Yeah, the seams are just like.
I have dealt with non-eBay ones that were weak like that, and they just like literally when you pull it like this, it should not just separate, and these do. And we bought them from some other place a long time ago, and I ended up just putting an extra tape on them or something just to utilize them. I may have to do that here.
Miss Lachey was saying that one time. Oh, the last time 10 were missing and she got a partial refund.
Oh, really? I have to try it again today. So I'll tell you exactly what I did. What I thought was interesting is I went into return the item into the return screen. I wrote out a very legitimate explanation that these did not compare to the previous. I get them every quarter, so it hasn't been that long. And then it wouldn't let me send the refund request without a picture. So then I went and took a picture, imported it, everything. And then I was about to press the blue button. It lit up so I could send the request. I went back one page to go see. I wanted to see all the different reasons for returns. And I wanted to make sure I chose the right one. I did. Went back and it wouldn't let me copy and paste my thing back in there. Maybe it just won't let me paste. It won't let you paste info into there. I don't know. And I could not, it would not highlight the blue button for me to click it again. That was yesterday, and I haven't tried it again. So I don't know if it was some sort of you can't do that. We know you're trying to scam us, so no blue button for you, buddy. We'll see. I'll keep you informed.
Axe Mecca was saying Gyro Pack has nice padded shipping envelopes.
Oh, no, I need a gyro from Costco.
You got to keep them separated. Yay! Miss Lachey was saying, I think they fell out of the boxes. It was slightly opened.
Oh, well,
yeah, because those boxes are pretty flimsy that they ship the envelopes in. And they get
crushed. I'm gonna go throw a fit. Call up eBay and throw a fit.
Did I only read it to myself? Glenn Scotland and aloha again. High-end cards are good. Modern cards are simply gambling on the packs and box breaks. Oh, okay.
It is a gambling thing because there has to be something motivating this trend of the crackers. Breakers.
The breakers.
Breaker.
Breaker.
That's right. It's BJ. It's the bear. Breaker. Mike saying, me telling kids I remember when this was half the price and much better than it is now. Then they say, that was when you're a kid. No, that was 4 years ago.
That's true.
Now, stuff has crapped out pretty nicely.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the sheen.
You
did
I
it.
was just going to say, over the past
You
4 or
did
5
it.
years, it's the Sheen and the Temu. Everyone started ordering
She
from-
single-handedly ordered a pallet of socks that she's never used.
No, they're poor quality.
They are poor quality. They're not even worth putting on your feet. Your feet might suffer.
They're really cute, but boy, you wear them once, and then next thing you know, your toe is poking out.
You could sell them on eBay and help the community.
Or I could just give them away to people
Burn
in
them.
our local community.
Kill them with fire.
Yeah.
Yikes, Biff. eBay is trash. Don't let them hear you say that.
Oh, hey. Guess what time it is?
Is it time to go? It's time to go watch Jenna Phipps.
And we need to get him some snacks.
Oh gosh, he's completely like can't move anymore. He's like, oh, if he could have his little hand up to his head, he'd be like totally in repose.
Oh, can you imagine how cute
Dramatized.
that would be?
He's so drama. I love his little drama though. It's so
We have
cute.
our little space heater on under our desk. I wonder if they can hear that.
Ryan, why don't you marry Temu? Temu, whatever her name is.
If you love it so much, why don't you marry it?
Go marry Temu. Okay, guys, we're gonna go.
Yes, it's nap time.
It's definitely nap time. Although I can't foresee a nap until. The
What?
post office closes until.
Paul was saying the last time he ordered Chinese takeout from his regular place, the prices had shot up and the cartons were a third empty. Same everywhere.
Are you sure I
lately.
wasn't the delivery boy and I just ate a third of your food
Yes.
and changed the receipt? Oh yeah, this is a little extra today. Oops, sorry. Okay, guys, have a great afternoon. Thank you so
And-
much for joining us.
Thank you so much. And again, thank you to everyone on Monday who was so generous. That was very, very
Oh my
sweet.
gosh! Thanks again for Monday, everybody. It was so generous. I just want to make sure everybody knows
And
that. No joke.
I was trying
we
to-
were super high and happy
I was
all
like,
day long.
how
It
do
was
I
like,
go
nice.
and find all the people that did super chats and memberships and I know there was like Silver Hair, Callie Des, Ryan, Doug and Roe,
Silver Hair Stacker.
Silver Hair Saga, Josh Galt, like
It was crazy.
it was so. Oh, Mike Seller did. Anyhow, thank
you
you,
guys again.
everyone.
But we're gonna go now.
We
because
really
we're gonna try
appreciate
to-
you.
Yes, thank you so much for being here.
We are so thankful. We love you all, and thank you for spending your time with us. And we will see you out